Maya was just an ordinary girl. She was 17, in her final year of high school. Maya lived in a small neighborhood with her mother. Life was simple but not easy. Her mother worked 2 jobs. Maya spent most of her free time at home, helping her mom or doing schoolwork. Their apartment building was old. Many of the people living there were older too. Maya often saw Mr. Collins, an elderly man who lived alone on the 3rd floor. He walked slowly, leaning on a cane. Sometimes he smiled at Maya in the hallway. One Saturday afternoon, Maya heard loud banging sounds coming from upstairs. It was followed by voices, and then silence. Curious, she stepped out of her apartment. Just then, she saw Mr. Collins standing in the hallway, looking very frustrated. "Are you okay, Mr. Collins?" Maya asked politely. Mr. Collins looked up, sighing. Maya, my television won't work. I tried fixing it myself, but these old hands, they don't work so well anymore," he said, showing his shaking fingers. Maya smiled kindly. "I know a little bit about TVs. Maybe I can help." "Oh, would you? You are so kind. Please, come in," Mr. Collins said, opening his door. Maya stepped inside. The apartment smelled like old books and wood. There were photos of Mr. Collins' family on the walls. He led her to the small living room where an old television sat. The screen was black. The remote was on the floor. "I was trying to get the news channel," Mr. Collins explained, "but now nothing comes on." Maya knelt in front of the TV. She checked the power cord. It was loose. She plugged it back in tightly. Then she pressed a few buttons on the remote. Still, the screen stayed dark. She looked behind the TV. The wires were tangled. Carefully, Maya untangled them and found that one of the cables had fallen out. She plugged it back in. Suddenly, the TV came to life. The news anchor's voice filled the room. "There you go, Mr. Collins," Maya said, smiling. "Mr. Collins?" Eyes lit up. "Oh my, you fixed it. You are an angel, Maya." Maya laughed softly. It was nothing, just a loose wire. Mr. Collins looked so happy. He walked slowly to the kitchen and came back with a small plate of cookies. "Please, take these, you must have some," he said warmly. But Maya shook her head. "Thank you, but I should get going. My mom will be home soon." "At least take one," Mr. Collins insisted. Maya took a single cookie and thanked him. She waved goodbye and left. Walking down the stairs, Maya felt good. Helping someone had brightened her day that evening. Maya told her mom about what happened. "You have such a good heart," her mother said proudly. "But be careful, you never know with people." Maya nodded, but Mr. Collins seemed like a sweet old man. He reminded her of her own grandfather. The night passed quietly. Maya did her homework and went to bed early. The next morning, just as the sun was rising, Maya heard loud knocking at the door. Bang, bang, bang. She sat up in bed, her heart racing. Who could that be so early? More knocks followed. "Maya, come here," her mom called from the front door. Her voice sounded worried. Maya rushed out of her room. Her mother opened the door. Standing there were 2 police officers. "Good morning, ma'am," one officer said. "We need to speak with Maya." Maya froze. "Police? What did they want?" With her mother stepped in front of her. "What is this about? My daughter hasn't done anything wrong." One officer looked serious. "We need to ask her a few questions. It's about something that happened in this building yesterday." Neighbors had started to peek from their doors. Maya's heart pounded. Everyone was watching. I just helped Mr. Collins with his TV," Maya said softly. "That's all." The officers exchanged a look. "Please come with us to the station. We need to clear some things up," one officer said firmly. Her mother protested. "Why take her? She's just a child." "It's just questioning, ma'am. We won't keep her long." Maya's mother hugged her tightly. "Be strong, baby. I'll come to the station soon." Maya's hands trembled as she followed the police. In the police car, Maya stared out the window. Her mind raced. What's happening? Why are they doing this? She replayed yesterday in her head. She had done nothing wrong. The ride felt long. When they reached the station, the officers led her inside. They asked her to sit in a small room. A few minutes later, one officer entered. He placed a file on the table. "You know Mr. Collins?" he asked. Maya nodded nervously. "He called us this morning," the officer said slowly. "And he told us something very interesting." Maya's heart dropped. "What did Mr. Collins say?" The officer leaned forward. "Let's start from the beginning. Tell us everything that happened yesterday when you visited Mr. Collins' apartment." Maya took a deep breath. Her voice shook. "I only went there to help fix his TV. That's all I did. Maya sat alone in the small room at the police station. Her heart was racing. She kept thinking, why am I here? I only fixed a TV, that's all I did. She looked at the clock on the wall. It had been 20 minutes since the officer asked her to tell her story. Soon, the door opened again. The same officer walked in with another man. The second man wore a dark suit and had a serious face. "This is Detective Harris," the officer said. "He's going to ask you some questions now." Detective Harris sat across from Maya. He opened a notebook. "Maya," he said calmly, "just tell us everything. From the moment you went into Mr. Collins' apartment." Maya swallowed hard and began to speak. "I saw Mr. Collins in the hallway. He said his TV wasn't working. I offered to help. I went inside, looked at the wires, and fixed them. Then I left. Detective Harris wrote something down. Did you touch anything else in the apartment? He asked. Maya shook her head. No, just the TV. Did Mr. Collins give you anything? Money? A box? Anything unusual? Maya frowned. No, he only offered me cookies. I took one and went home. Detective Harris leaned back in his chair. He studied Maya carefully. Mr. Collins called us this morning, he said slowly. He told us he found something after you left. Something important. Maya's hands gripped the chair. What do you mean? She asked softly. Before Detective Harris could answer, the door opened again. A different officer stepped in and whispered something in his ear. Detective Harris stood up. Mr. Collins is here. He wants to speak with us. Maya's eyes widened. Mr. Collins? Why is he here? A few minutes later, Mr. Collins entered the room, walking slowly with his cane. His face looked pale, almost frightened. Maya, he said, gently, I'm so sorry you're here, child. Maya blinked in confusion. Mr. Collins, what's going on? Mr. Collins turned to Detective Harris. I need to explain everything, he said. The detective nodded. Go ahead. Mr. Collins took a deep breath. His voice trembled. After Maya left yesterday, I tried to adjust the TV stand. That's when I noticed something had fallen behind it. There was a small wooden box. I had never seen it before. Detective Harris leaned forward. And what was inside the box? Mr. Collins' eyes watered. Old letters, photographs, cash ... and a picture of my daughter. Everyone in the room went silent. My daughter disappeared 30 years ago, Mr. Collins whispered. We never found her. The police closed the case. Detective Harris looked serious. Why did you call us? Mr. Collins wiped his eyes. Because one of the letters, ... it was a confession. It explained what happened to her. It mentioned names, people I trusted. Maya sat frozen. This was all too much to understand. But ... double quotes, she spoke softly. I didn't see any box. I didn't touch anything. Mr. Collins nodded. I know, Maya. I believe you. But your visit must have caused something to shift. Maybe when you moved the wires or the stand. Detective Harris looked at Maya. That's why we brought you here. We needed to know if you had seen the box or taken anything. I didn't, Maya said quickly. I only wanted to help. Mr. Collins placed his hand on hers. You did nothing wrong, my dear. Detective Harris closed his notebook. There's more to this story now, he said. We have a possible new lead in a 30-year-old case, but we also need to know who else knows about this box. Mr. Collins frowned. No one, except you. The officers, ... and Maya. Detective Harris stood up. We need to be careful. If the names in that letter are dangerous people, they might try to stop this from coming out. Maya's heart thumped. Dangerous people. What did I walk into? Just then, the door opened again. Maya's mother rushed in, her face full of worry. Maya? She hugged her daughter tightly. Are you okay? Maya nodded. I think so, ... Detective Harris explained the situation to her mother. She listened carefully, her face growing pale. You mean, someone might try to hurt my daughter? She asked. We don't know yet, the detective replied. But for now, we need to keep an eye on things. And Maya, ... Please stay close to your mother. If you see anything strange, call us right away. Maya nodded. Okay. As Maya and her mother left the station, reporters were already outside. Cameras flashed. People shouted questions. Maya kept her head down. How did my life change so fast? She wondered. That night Maya couldn't sleep. Every small sound made her jump. Then, ... Around midnight, ... her phone buzzed. A text message, unknown number. It read, You shouldn't have touched that TV. Maya's heart stopped. Maya stared at her phone. The message glowed on the screen. You shouldn't have touched that TV. Her hands trembled. Who sent this? How did they get my number? It was after midnight. Her mother was asleep. Maya didn't want to wake her, but fear gripped her heart. She turned off the phone and tried to breathe slowly, but sleep wouldn't come. Her mind kept spinning. What did I get into? The next morning, Detective Harris called. Maya, he said, we need you back at the station. Something new has come up. Maya's mother insisted on going with her. At the station, the mood felt different, heavier. Officers were moving quickly. Phones were ringing. Detective Harris met them at the door. His face was serious. Maya, we received information overnight, he said. Come with me. Your mom can wait here. Maya followed him into a private room. Another officer sat inside a woman, her face kind but sharp. This is Detective Lee, Harris said. She will help with the questioning. Maya sat down, her heart pounded. Detective Harris placed a folder on the table. Maya, we checked. The phone records. Someone sent you a message last night. Can you show us the text? Maya pulled out her phone, her hands shaking. She opened the message. The officers leaned in to read. Detective Lee frowned. It's from a burner phone. Number, name, no trace. Detective Harris looked at Maya. Did you tell anyone about the box, or what happened here? No, Maya said quickly. Just my mom. No one else. Detective Lee asked gently. Do you know anyone who might want to scare you? No, I don't know anyone like that, Maya replied. The officers exchanged a glance. Maya, Detective Harris said softly, We think the person who sent this message knows about the box, and they may be involved in what happened to Mr. Collins' daughter. Maya's stomach turned. But I didn't do anything wrong, she whispered. We know. Detective Lee assured her. You've been very brave. But now, things are more serious. You may be a target. Just then, another officer entered and whispered to Harris. He turned to Maya. Double quotes. Mr. Collins is here again. He said he wants to speak with you. Maya followed the officers to another room. Mr. Collins sat there, looking pale and shaken. His cane rested beside him. Maya, he said softly. I had a visitor last night. Maya's eyes widened. An old friend came to my door, Mr. Collins continued. Someone I hadn't seen in years. He asked strange questions. About you. Detective Harris leaned forward. Who was it? Mr. Collins hesitated. His name is Gerald Parks. We used to work together, but he was close to my daughter before she disappeared. Detective Harris's eyes narrowed. Did he know about the box? I think he does now, Mr. Collins said. He kept asking why I called the police. Detective Lee turned to Maya. Maya, do you remember anything unusual when you fixed the TV? Anything odd in the room? Maya thought hard. There was a loose panel at the back of the TV stand, she said slowly. I pushed it a little when I was fixing the wires. Maybe that's when the box fell behind. Detective Harris nodded. That makes sense. You didn't even know you helped uncover an old secret. Maya blinked. An old secret, now causing so much trouble. Detective Lee looked at her kindly. You were only helping, but now, someone dangerous may think you know more than you do. Maya's heart raced. What should I do? For now, stay with your mom. Don't go anywhere alone, Harris said. And if you see or hear anything strange, call us at once. As Maya and her mother left the station, Detective Harris spoke quietly to another officer. Put a car outside their apartment, he said. This is not over. That night, Maya stayed close to her mother. They locked all the doors and windows. But deep inside, Maya knew. This was far from finished. Somewhere, out there, someone was watching. That night, Maya could not sleep. Every sound felt louder. Every shadow looked darker. Her mom stayed awake too, sitting by the window. They didn't speak much. Both were thinking the same thing. Was someone out there, watching them? Outside, an unmarked police car was parked across the street. Detective Harris had sent officers to keep an eye on their building. Maya peeked through the curtains. The officer inside the car looked calm, but Maya's heart was still uneasy. Morning came. The police car was still there. Maya tried to eat breakfast, but her stomach was too tight. Her mom sat at the table with her. You're safe, her mom said softly, trying to smile. The police are watching. No one will hurt you. Maya nodded, but her thoughts were spinning. Why did that man send the message? Who was Gerald Parks? What happened to Mr. Collins' daughter? She wished she could go back in time, back to when fixing a TV was just a simple, kind act. Later that afternoon, the doorbell rang. Both Maya and her mom jumped. Her mom whispered, "Stay here." She peeked through the peephole. A delivery man stood outside with a large envelope. Her mom opened the door slightly. "Yes, delivery for Maya Johnson," the man said. "We didn't order anything," her mom replied. "Just need a signature," the man insisted. Something felt wrong. Her mom shook her head. "Leave it there." The man hesitated, then dropped the envelope on the floor and left quickly. Her mom locked the door again. She picked up the envelope carefully. There was no return address, no sender's name. Maya stared at it. Her mom opened it slowly. Inside was a single sheet of paper, typed words, in bold black letters. "Stay quiet. Forget what you saw, or else." Her mom gasped. "We need to call Detective Harris now," she said. Maya grabbed the phone. Her hands shook as she dialed. Within minutes, 2 police cars arrived. Detective Harris and Detective Lee rushed inside. Maya showed them the letter. "This is a clear threat," Harris said. "They know where you live. They want to scare you." Maya's mother's voice trembled. "Are we in danger?" Detective Lee answered. "We will protect you, but these people are desperate. They want to keep the truth buried." Detective Harris turned to Maya. Maya, "Do you trust us?" She nodded. "Yes. We think it's time you come to the station again," he said. "We need to tell you something important and keep you safe." Maya and her mom followed the officers back to the station. This time, they were taken to a special room upstairs. More detectives were there, looking serious. Detective Harris spoke. "We did some digging," he said. "Gerald Parks was a close friend of Mr. Collins years ago. But there's more. He was the last person seen with Mr. Collins' daughter before she disappeared." Maya's heart pounded. "He worked for dangerous people back then," Harris continued. "Now, we believe he's part of a small group, trying to cover up old crimes," Detective Lee added. "And the box you accidentally revealed may contain enough proof to bring them all down." Maya's eyes widened. "That's why they're threatening you," Harris said. "They think you know too much. But you're innocent. You just helped an old man." Maya's mom looked at the detectives. "What happens now? Are we safe here?" Detective Harris answered firmly. "You'll stay in protective custody tonight. We'll move you to a safe house until we catch them." Maya felt both scared and relieved. "I only wanted to help." Now my life has changed forever. She looked out the window. Evening was falling again. Somewhere out there, Gerald Parks was watching, waiting, but Maya was ready to fight for the truth, no matter what. By sunset, Maya and her mother were inside a black police van. 2 officers sat in the front. Detective Lee sat in the back with them. "We're taking you to a safe house," she explained. "Only a few people know the location." Maya looked out the window. The city streets passed by quickly. Her heart was still heavy. "I just fixed a TV," she whispered. "I didn't mean for any of this to happen." Detective Lee gave her a small smile. "You did the right thing. You helped Mr. Collins. And now we may uncover a crime that was hidden for 30 years. The van stopped in front of a small house on the edge of the city. It looked plain, quiet, no neighbors nearby. The officers checked the area first. Then Maya and her mom were brought inside. Detective Harris was already waiting. "This will be your home for now," he said. "Officers will stay outside all night. No one will get close without us knowing." That night, Maya tried to sleep in the new bed. But the questions kept spinning. In her mind, what if Gerald Parks finds us? What's really inside that box? Why would someone hurt Mr. Collins' daughter? At midnight, the phone in the safe house rang. Detective Harris answered it. His face changed. He hung up and turned to Maya and her mom. "That was Mr. Collins' lawyer," he said. "The contents of the box have been read." Maya sat up. "What did they find?" Detective Harris looked serious. There were letters, old bank records, and a confession. Maya's eyes widened. The confession was written by a man named Vincent Hale. Harris continued. "He was Mr. Collins' business partner and also close friends with Gerald Parks." Detective Lee explained. "The confession says Mr. Hale and Parks were involved in illegal deals years ago. Mr. Collins' daughter found out, and they silenced her to protect themselves." Maya gasped. "They made it look like she disappeared on her own," Detective Lee said. "But now, with this proof, we can reopen the case," Detective Harris warned. "But this also makes Parks more dangerous. He knows we have the box. He might act fast to stop us." Maya's mother asked, "What should we do now?" "We wait," Harris said, "and we prepare." The next morning, news broke on TV. New evidence found in 30-year-old case. Police reopen investigation. Pictures of Mr. Collins and his missing daughter filled the screen. Maya watched in silence. The truth is coming out, she thought. But are we safe now? Suddenly one of the officers rushed inside. "Detectives, we have movement," he said. "Someone is outside." They were watching the house. Detective Harris grabbed his radio, locked down the building. No one in or out. Maya's heart pounded. Was it Gerald Parks? Had he found them already? The fight for the truth was only just beginning. The safe house was now in lockdown. All the doors were locked. Curtains were drawn tight. Maya stood near her mother. Her heart was racing. Who was outside? Had they found us? Detective Harris moved quickly. He spoke into his radio. "All units, eyes on the target. Do not let him leave." Outside, 2 officers had spotted a man standing by a tree, watching the house through binoculars. The man wore a dark cap and sunglasses. Even though the sun had not yet risen, he stayed in the shadows. "Unmoving," one officer whispered into his mic. "He fits the description. Could be Gerald Parks." Inside the house, Detective Lee spoke to Maya and her mom. "Stay calm. Do not go near the windows," she said. "We've called for backup." Minutes later, 2 more police cars arrived. Sirens off. Lights off. Officers surrounded the area. Detective Harris gave the order. "Move in now." The man in the shadows suddenly noticed the officers. He turned and ran. Officers chased him through the trees. "Stop. Police," they shouted. But the man was fast. He ducked behind fences, leaped over a ditch. Still, the officers were quicker. Finally, one officer tackled him to the ground. "Hands where we can see them." Detective Harris arrived moments later. He pulled off the man's cap and sunglasses. It was him, Gerald Parks. His face was hard and cold. "You're making a big mistake," Parks growled. Detective Harris didn't flinch. "The only mistake was thinking you'd get away," he replied. Parks was handcuffed and brought to the station. Maya and her mom were moved to a new safe house that night, one even more secure. Detective Lee explained, "Parks is dangerous. He may have friends, but now that he's in custody, we can push forward with the case." Maya sat on the bed that night, her mind spinning. She had started with one simple act, fixing an old TV. Now, she was helping uncover a crime that had been hidden for decades. But then, her phone buzzed again. A new message, from an unknown number. She read the words slowly. "You think it's over. It's not. Stay silent, or you'll be next." Maya's blood ran cold. The fight wasn't over yet. Someone else was still out there, watching. Maya stared at her phone. The message made her skin crawl. "You think it's over? It's not. Stay silent, or you'll be next." Her mother saw the message too. "We need to tell Detective Harris right now," her mom said. Maya nodded, her hands shaking. Detective Harris and Detective Lee rushed to the new safe house. When they read the message, their faces grew serious. "This means one thing," Detective Harris said. Gerald Parks wasn't working alone. At the police station, Parks refused to talk. For hours, detectives questioned him. Who sent this message? They asked. But Parks only smiled and said, "You're too late. The truth will stay buried." Detective Lee looked at Maya. "We believe there's another person behind this," she said. "Someone higher, someone who gave the orders." Maya's heart pounded. How deep did this secret go? Later that evening, Mr. Collins came to visit Maya and her mom at the safe house. "I owe you everything," he told Maya. "Because of you, my daughter's story will finally be heard." Tears filled Maya's eyes. "I just wanted to help," she said softly. But Mr. Collins had more to share. "There's something I never told the police," he said. "Back then, there was one more man." Maya and the detectives listened closely. "He was the one who told Parks and Hale what to do," Collins continued. "A powerful man, with connections in the city." Detective Harris leaned forward. "You remember his name?" Mr. Collins nodded. "Yes," he said. "His name is Richard Kane." The room went silent. Detective Harris's face hardened. "Richard Kane," he repeated. "That man has friends in high places." Detective Lee turned to Maya and her mom. "We need to move fast. If Richard Kane is still protecting this secret, he won't stop until you're silenced." That night, Maya couldn't sleep. The shadows felt darker than ever. Somewhere in the city, a powerful man was watching, and Maya knew the fight for justice was not over yet. It was only just beginning. The next morning, the police made a plan. Detective Harris spoke firmly. "We will bring Richard Kane in, no matter who he knows." Detective Lee added, "But we must be careful. Kane has money, power, and people protecting him." Maya listened quietly. Her heart still pounded. This man was the one behind it all, she thought, and now he knows about me. Meanwhile, Mr. Collins' lawyer filed new charges using the box of evidence Maya had helped uncover. The story made the news again. New suspect named in Che's old case. Richard Kane under investigation later. That day, an unexpected visitor came to the police station, a young man in a suit. He asked to speak to Detective Harris. "I used to work for Richard Kane," the man confessed. "I know what he did, and I can help." For hours, the man gave details. Meetings, payments, the threats Kane used to keep people silent. Detective Harris finally smiled. "We've got him now," he said. That night, police raided Richard Kane's mansion. They found documents, old photos, bank records, even more proof of the crimes. Kane was arrested. His powerful friends could not protect him anymore. Maya and her mom watched the news. Richard Kane taken into custody. Police thank young woman for her courage. Maya's mother hugged her tightly. "You were so brave," she whispered. Maya smiled, though her eyes filled with tears. "I just wanted to help Mr. Collins," she said softly. Later at the station, Mr. Collins met Maya again. "You gave me something I thought I'd never have," he said, voice full of emotion. "A chance for justice, for my daughter." Weeks passed. The trial began. With the new evidence and witness, Richard Kane and Gerald Parks were both found guilty. For the first time in 30 years, the truth was told in court. After the trial, Maya returned to her normal life, but she had changed, had faced danger. She had helped bring justice. One afternoon, a reporter stopped her on the street. "You're the young woman who helped solve the case," the reporter said. "How did it feel?" Maya thought for a moment, then smiled. "I just fixed an old man's TV," she said. "But sometimes small acts can change everything."